up, pull up.
What's up, YouTube? It's been like a mere year or two since I posted any DCS videos. I kind of miss it, so I figured I'd throw something up there. Unfortunately, life has changed for me as well as probably a lot of you out there. So as much as I'd like to do in-depth tactical analysis and historical videos and tutorials on how to fly your best virtual aircraft, I decided instead to maybe start a series called Stupid Pilot Tricks on how to fly your best aircraft the worst. So, flying around Khasab here, looking at the runway, thinking, it only goes one way because there's mountains on the other side. And I'm wondering if those mountains are actually a hard limit to what traffic flow can look like at Khasab Air Base on the Persian Gulf map. So, if you guys like this, hopefully it'll be the first in a intermittent series. I'd like to post videos as I'm able, whatever that may be, called Stupid Pilot Tricks, where we go into DCS and just kind of do some shenanigans and, you know, stuff that would break a jet, kill you, get you in trouble with the FAA, or even worse. Of course, that last thing I don't really know. The FAA is pretty, well, they're safe. Unlike me in this video. So, yeah, what I want to do, we're going to go over the mission quote-unquote briefing here in just a moment using my sophisticated flight analysis software, which is useful not only for DCS but for any other, any kind of other life applications. It is a piece of software that actually is pretty available pretty cheaply. If you have a Windows system, it actually comes at quite a good price to you. Loving those new clouds, by the way. I haven't really maximized their potential here in this mission, so I really want to clear visibility down low so you can really see how stupid we can be. Chosen the Hornet for this video because of its number one, most importantly, it looks awesome. Two, I really needed something that can handle really well at low speeds as well as high. Yeah. Apologize again for the consistent crappy quality of my video. That is not a problem with DCS or the recording software or any of that. It's because my computer is 6 years old. That's another reason I like the Hornet. It's about 40 years old at this time, which is May 2021. And as capable as it is, it does work, you know, it does pretty much anything asked of it, does it pretty well. But there's just no getting around that age thing, and that's true of my computer as well. It's 6 years old, it's always been there, it's always worked, more or less. But at some point, it's just kind of time to upgrade. Or at least replace. Speaking of stupid pilot tricks, that actually wasn't planned, but it does serve as the perfect lead-in to kind of the spirit of the video series, Stupid Pilot Tricks. Anyway, let's hop on out of this Hornet, hop into another one, and see what kind of stupid shit we can do with it. Alright, so I'm big on realism, so what I thought I would do is just get my sophisticated debriefing software here. You may have heard of it. It's called TacView. This is TacView. Actually, it's not. This is Microsoft Paint. And as you can see from my highly detailed video, this is Khasab Airfield. This is the runway, and you're supposed to land, if you're doing it right, hence the green. You're landing this way, and there's skid marks here where the numbers are, and you're supposed to come in and land, but traffic control here is going to be kind of a bitch because planes can only take off this way while traffic is coming back this way. Seems like kind of a headache for the air traffic controllers. So what I thought I would do is make it a little easier for them by landing in the same direction that traffic is taking off with no safety risk whatsoever. So my flight plan is to start maybe a mile or two out from Khasab, maybe 1,500 feet, and then what we're going to do is fly 100 knots indicated airspeed at Cherubs 1. That's 100 feet. You can see here this is 100 feet. That's the drawing of a foot. You can see it's like a footprint there. That's like my mouse art. So what we're going to do is take a Hornet. We're going to get it about 500 indicated airspeed, and the rules are we have to hit around 100 feet altitude, radar altitude, and 500 indicated. And what we're going to do is see what we have to do to pull up into kind of like a cheesy ass Immelman maneuver. We're going to pull over the top, see how slow we can get it at the top, and at the apex of our loop, what we're going to do is open up the actually the slowest possible we're going to be is at the top, so we're going to open up our gear and drop our flaps to full and hopefully deploy our speed brake and then come back in and make a nice easy gentle touchdown coming this way. I don't know what could go wrong. So ideally what I really want to do is pull as high of as much alpha as possible right here. What I want to do is be as fast as possible here and touch down as slowly as possible here by yanking as much possible G right here. And I've tried it a couple times. You can probably guess the results. Either what's happened so far is I either start my pull too late or too fast, and my jet looks kind of like that when I'm done, or I'm a little too fast and pull too early and I kind of balloon up and go up this way, which really defeats the whole purpose of us doing this, because you end up porpoising and going like this. I've made a couple of landings that way, but really what I want to do is the stupidest possible maneuver here with the smoothest possible landing here, preferably with a high G, high alpha pull right here with, of course, the throttle at neutral. What seems to work the best is I zoom along here. About here, I jam the throttle all the way back, deploy the speed brake, come up here, gear and flaps to full. I'm sorry, gear to full. Yeah, gear to full. I'm sorry, gear down and locked, flaps to full. And once you do that, this speed brake automatically retracts. So you have to redeploy it to make sure you don't overspeed on the way down. And then, it's super easy. You guys are great at case 1, 2, and 3 recoveries, so this should be absolutely no problem for you whatsoever. Let's stop recording this garbage. I wish I could say this is my first attempt, but if I'm going to be honest, it's like maybe my 5th, 10th. I don't know. But it's always fun to get this low, this fast. I'll pull up when I'm damn good and ready. Under 100 feet. A little fast, I think. A little fast, but we'll deal with it. Let's get in the mountains. Speed brake out. Pull, pull, pull. Listen for the thunk of the gear locking down. Demonstrating the low-speed handling characteristics of the F-18 Hornet. Yeah, I can't bring myself to say FA-18. It just, I don't know. So, pull too hard, too fast. Too early. So, let's see what else we can do. So if the problem was that I was too slow and pulled max G, max alpha, whatever you want to call it, too early, let's see if we can go a little hotter and pull a little later this time. I'm sure everything is going to be just fine. top. Right about here. Gear flaps. Locked. Breakout. Nice and floaty. So we're going to delay that pull a little bit. See if we can dramatically flare right into the runway. Yeah, right about now. That's good. Alright, so we're going to kick in some logical fallacies here and say that if the truth is an A and is not B, it must be somewhere between A and B, right? That's how it works in real life. So in DCS it must be the exact same thing because there's no difference, right? Yes, yes, yes. Speed brake out a little earlier this time. I think that might help get over the top of the loop, add a little bit more of a controllable speed, more controllable speed. Yeah. Nice. That's what I'm going for. The slowest possible speed at the top of the loop. It's more of like a half Cuban 8. Or is that a Cuban 4? I don't know. Get there. Yeah, okay. Right here. Oh, oscillate. Yeah. I didn't blow up. But I bounced. Getting better. Closer to what I want. Yeah. Cool. Tested the anti-lock brake system. Brought to you by Boeing. Oh yeah, also in the rules, I'm adding this too, for it to count, you have to be able to come to a stop by the end of the runway. Which we did. Cool, right? Try again, let's see if we can get this a little better. Fade in as if awakening from a deep slumber. Here we go. Heavy breathing. Brake up. Pull as hard as it'll let me. Nice and floaty at the top. We are a lawn dart at the moment. Center of that E-bracket. On speed AOA, right? Right there. Okay, see, I had on speed AOA for just like a split second, and that was going to be perfect, but I didn't want to, you know, I don't want to look like I was showing off. All right. Feeling good about this one, guys. I think I've made all the mistakes you can make. So by process of elimination, this has to be the one that actually works. Break out. Pull. Nice and slow at the top. Gear lock down. Brake back out. Bit to the left, I'll have to correct for that. Look at that E-bracket. It's almost on the flight path marker. It's kind of in the ballpark, and I think that given the conditions and the skill of the virtual pilot here, I don't think it's really going to get any better than that. I'm calling that. I'm calling it good. Stupidity accomplished. Let's see if we can bring it to a complete stop before the end of the runway to get full credit. Let's just call it good right there. So now that the mission is quote-unquote accomplished, let's look at it from the outside to see how cool and or stupid we looked. And by we, I mean me. And by stupid, I also mean me. You know, aside from smacking into the deck, I mean, it's kind of hard to do anything in a Hornet without looking neat. And Tammy's so loud you can hear her from under the wing next to the engine. So pop the brake. I mean, I don't need to narrate this again. We both saw the same thing earlier. Here. Pop a wheelie. You know what? Mission accomplished. That looked pretty good to my eye. Stupidity confirmed. We hope you have enjoyed your flight with Zilch Airlines. You realize you do have a choice of carriers. Fly stupid. Fly Zilch. Anyway, thanks for checking out my channel again. This was fun, at least for me. I hope it was for you. Hope to do it again sometime. Maybe get some really stupid shit going on. You know, like funny dogfights. We'll get to it. Thanks again.